You're watching the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the Week.
Time to open conference play in the SEC. Play action. Allen throws, got it, and it's Morgan, touchdown. Blitz, Allen down the middle in a perfect strike. Christian Kirk, the freshman, he is sensational. Touchdown. Welcome you back to ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by Hilton. AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And at halftime, it's the Aggies of Texas A&M. 10-7 lead, just about set to start the third quarter. Welcome back to Arlington, everybody. Brad Nessler and Ty Blackledge. Partner, a couple of quarterbacks that almost haven't missed. One turnover that was really costly. I think the 50 yards and penalties for Arkansas has been the difference in the game.
Absolutely. I mean, other than the penalties, you look at the stats, you say, well, we ran twice as many plays if you're Arkansas. We had a better run-pass balance. We were better on third down, but we're down by 3 points, and primarily because Christian Kirk was the best player on the field in the first half.
Right.
3 catches, 130 yards, and he kind of stole the show in the first half.
We'll see how the show goes in the second half. A&M's going to get the ball first, and he's back there at the goal line awaiting the kick of Lane Saley. And he's going to have a crack at it from right at the 10-yard line. Little stutter step, and now cuts it outside. A good return out to the 30-yard line. Just a moment ago, Holly was with Brett Bielema.
Coach, what concerns you that you've been able to possess the ball so much, but just 7 points to show for it?
Well, you know, obviously we got to convert in the red zone, but I think the biggest thing is we got to negate these holding calls. Obviously, are causing a little bit. We overcame a couple of them, but we got to play clean down in the red zone offensively. Defensively, we just got to tackle 2 big plays where we hadn't bottled up the line of scrimmage. We want to keep the quarterback throwing out of the hole, you know. Like we did right at the end of the half there. It's exactly what we got to do for the third quarter.
You can't afford any more injuries to wide receivers, so what's the status of your tight end, Hunter Henry?
He's good. He got a little banged up in the ribs, but it's going to take a lot to hold him out. He's healthy. I expect him to have a big second half.
Thank you so much.
Now this time they bumped Christian Kirk out of bounds. It's just amazing thinking about how good this kid is going to be. He already is.
Well, and the thing that he has working for him is his offensive coordinator, Jake Spavital, is doing a really nice job by formation, getting him in positions where the coverage is having a problem staying with him.
This time, Allen's going to keep it. Rode the tailback, took it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of the first down as Ledbetter brought him down. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
Here's Jake Spavital, the offensive coordinator. Last week, Arkansas played Texas Tech. Cliff Kingsbury, the head coach there, both worked for Sumlin, and now the prodigy, Kyle Murray.
Here's the only other guy that's faster probably on this team than Christian Kirk. Number 1, Kyler Murray, with an empty backfield.
Well, the guy that's going to be responsible if he runs is that guy right there, the middle linebacker, Brooks Ellis.
Well, here comes the run. He's faster than everybody else is the problem, and there he goes. Brought down, but not before he got to the 42-yard line.
See, a guy looks fast on film, but when you get on the field with a guy like this, he's even faster. We watched him in the first game just get outside the Arizona State defense on a couple of occasions, and it was funny. He got a hip pointer in that game, and he didn't come back and play, and we asked Kevin Sumlin, was he okay? He says, yeah, he's just not used to ever getting hit.
Nobody ever touches him. Here he is. After picking up 17, he gets about 5 more. The other thing Kevin Sumlin said, not only was he not used to getting hit, but he said, Coach, I'm not sure if I can play this week. And he said, well, if you don't practice, you're not playing. So he practiced and he played. He was perfect with 3 state championships, 42-0. He's never lost a game. And he played right down the street here at Allen High School, a suburb of Dallas. He's going to stay in here on this drive as he's got things working with a 2nd down and 6 inside the 40 of Arkansas.
This is smart. They only ran for 9 yards in the first half, and already Kyler Murray giving them a spark.
Quarterback draw all the way. Follows his offensive lineman. Cuts it outside. 1st down. Tripped himself up a little bit, actually, as he got to the 28 with another 1st down.
Well, there's going to be a holding on Jeremy Tabayu. The wide receiver holding on the play is the only thing that's going to slow down Kyler Murray in the A&M offense right now.
Number 19, the guilty party.
Holding. Offense. Number 9.
Oh, got him too.
They called it on Ricky Seals-Jones. I thought it was on, as you said, Tabuyo. Either way, one of the wideouts will back the A&M drive up to the 44-yard line.
I mean, here's the problem with a guy this fast. You can say, well, we're gonna assign a guy to be a spy, and in this case, it's a middle linebacker, Brooks Ellis. Well, if that spy's not fast enough to catch him, there's no use even having a spy.
One fast guy exited off to the other fast guy. Freshman to freshman as Kirk gets a good chunk of the yardage back. Arkansas saying they came out of the pile with the ball. So it's going to be 3rd down, 6 upcoming.
Kyle Allen back on the field for this 3rd down play, a passing situation.
Josh Reynolds has been a little bit quiet in this game, their leading receiver. He's slotted to the right side. He's got 1 catch. And Kyle Allen 3rd and 6. And I don't think Arkansas liked what they had going on defensively. They call a timeout. There was nobody, I don't think, on Josh Reynolds. Looked like he was an open receiver.
It was a different formation. They took Trey Carson, the running back, and put him all the way out wide. And it created a little confusion, I think.
Celebrating its 11th year, sponsoring the Good Hands Field Goal. And that's Allstate makes contributions to participating University General Scholarship Funds for each field goal and extra point kicked. To date, Allstate has contributed millions and millions in scholarship funds. Big 3rd down here early in the 3rd quarter for the Aggies.
And an unusual formation for Texas A&M. 3 wide receivers in the boundary, and they isolate their tall receiver Josh Reynolds out here.
Allen's going to just flare it to Carson out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Nice job by the Arkansas defense to see that one coming. So 4th down.
Yeah, it might be a situation where Kevin Sumlin goes for it. Out of field goal range.
I think you're right. Kind of in no man's land. They're going to hurry up on a 4th and 4 here. Same formation. This time over the middle, and a nice throw and catch, and it's Christian Kirk again. Boy, he put that right where he had to put it.
Arkansas came on a blitz. Brooks Ellis is going to blitz, and Kirk's going to go right behind him. And Kyle Allen kept his poise, knowing there was an unblocked linebacker coming, and backpedaled just enough to get the ball to Kirk for the 1st down.
And he threw it over the other linebacker, Greenlaw. Perfect throw. 1st down at the 31. Empty backfield. Allen getting some pressure this time. Got away from it. Now it's going to tuck it and run. And a nice gain and close to a 1st down. Well, he kept his eyes downfield. He wanted to throw it.
Yeah, he kept his eyes downfield, tried to keep the play alive as long as he could. Good job eluding some rushers on the edge. Rich Lowen had a clear shot at him. This is a quarterback that, again, ever since the 4th quarter of the Arizona State game, has just played with more confidence and more comfort within the offense. Very poised on that play.
Here's a little option. Carson on the corner. Trey's got it down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Caden Smith, number 47, the fullback in that play, actually got 2 blocks to seal the corner. Well designed. Watch number 47 clear the edge here. He's going to get a piece of 1 block and then get a solid block and open up the corner for Trey Carson.
Player shaken up on the play was DJ Dean. That's why we've got a stoppage in play, and that's given the Aggies a chance to go over and basically get a breather and a chat with Jake Spavital. And now they'll bring it out with a 1st and goal at the 10. Have to earn all of this one. Kyle Allen's mom and dad looking on. Dad's watching it on the Jumbotron instead of just watching the field. I don't blame him. You can see that pretty good. Nice play fake. Allen in trouble again. This time got away momentarily, but not the second wave. Rossler gets in for the sack.
He ran into his own man, Jermaine Ifedi, number 74. Watch the right tackle kind of get knocked back into the quarterback. And Kyle Allen gets hit by his own guy and then kind of got disoriented and couldn't get rid of the football. Good pass rush, collapsing the pocket by Arkansas.
So again, down in the red zone, going the wrong direction temporarily at least. Second down and goal just inside the 19. On the option, it's Carson on the pitch. They've got him bottled up. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe not. Andre Tolliver is the guy that forced the play.
You know, Rob Smith, the defensive coordinator, when we met with him at their hotel last night, he said, you know, the way we looked at this last week, we didn't play well, and we knew it. Our guys were embarrassed. We were a good defense that had a bad game. They played much better in this game against a very similar offense, but they've got to get a big stop here on third down.
Allen flushed on a screen pass. They got the right play set up. I don't know if Carson can get there, but he got a lot of it back. Ball's out. A&M's covered it.
Was he down before the ball came out? I haven't seen a touchdown signal.
I was going to say he was down at the 4. Good looking play, and right there his knees down.
Yep.
And
Good
out
call.
comes the ball.
Good call.
And out comes the field goal unit. So again, they get down close and they can't cash in with a touchdown and have to settle for 3.
Here's something you don't see every day either. One of the substitutions Arkansas brings in on their field goal block is that offensive tackle Dan Skipper, who's 6'10". He's right in the middle of the action here, trying to get that big long body up to get a hand on the kick.
It'll be a 22-yard field goal attempt. And it's up and good. And a little scuffle after the kick as Texas A&M stretches their lead out to 13-7. 8:04 remaining in the third quarter.
ESPN College Football, brought to you by Cadillac. Only those who dare drive the world forward. And PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
If you've never seen a game here, put it on your bucket list. AT&T Stadium, where the Aggies lead 13-7 now. We did the first college game ever in this facility, and it was Oklahoma and BYU, and Sam Bradford, I don't remember if it was a knee or a shoulder, but he didn't last long. So we took the tour several years ago in this place, and every time you walk in here, you go, wow. And so do the players, especially if they've never played here before. They get a little bit awestruck by coming into this building. Bertoletto just hit the field goal with the kick. JoJo Robinson, 2 yards deep, is going to bring this one. And he's got a little opening. Tripped up, though, as he got across the 20.
Brandon Allen playing a very solid ball game. Had the one turnover, but when a quarterback is poised and comfortable, his vision improves. He sees the field. Throwing the ball with accuracy, throwing it with touch, throwing it with timing. Drew Morgan, number 80, kind of one of his main guys now. We talked about the injury problem to the wide receiving core, and Drew Morgan really stepping up as his go-to guy as a wide receiver right now.
One miss and one interception, but 15 of 17 at this point.
In that first half, they had excellent run-pass balance. The holding penalties were the biggest problem for them.
Here's some nice running by Alex Collins again. Almost got a first down. Armani Watts upended him.
I thought it was really interesting what A&M did in their first possession. They didn't have great run-pass balance. Only 9 yards rushing in the first half. So they did a couple different things. They inserted Christian Kirk into backfield some. They also brought Kyler Murray in that last possession. They had 16 offensive plays in the first half, 14 on that scoring drive. So nice little adjustment in the locker room by A&M.
Collins didn't quite get the first down. Second down and 1. He'll try to get that one. And did. Actually got about 4. Nice leg drive.
See, as long as they can keep running for 3, 4, 5 yards, then they can throw play action on early downs. Brandon Allen very accurate on the mid-range stuff. They've got tight ends that are big targets. And you have to respect the run. And when you do that, you take the speed rush away from Myles Garrett and Deshaun Hall.
Dominic Reed check back in at wide receiver, and Riley Williams in at tailback will get the carry behind the fullback, and he goes out to the 40. Well, tomorrow you can start your Sunday with the NFL Insiders team for all the latest headlines and breaking news. Then a countdown crew goes inside the storylines as only they can. Meet the new NFL Sunday morning NFL Insiders. Sunday NFL Countdown, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning on ESPN. Brad Nessler, Todd Blackley, Kylie Rowe, and our ESPN crew here in Arlington. And a 13-7 Texas A&M lead.
I still think Hunter Henry's got to get more involved in the game. He's been too quiet, too big a part of their offense.
Allen, quick throw, complete. I think it's going to be a first down with forward progress to Damon Mitchell. Let's see where they spot it. The linesman puts it down there. It's first down. It is.
Nice safe throw out of the hands quick. Brandon Allen continues to be hot throwing the football.
We're under 6 minutes in the third quarter.
And this is part of Brett Bielema and the Arkansas's offense, their strategy. Limit the number of plays and possessions our opponent has. Eat up clock, possess the football. It's kind of old school football.
Williams again follows his fullback, and now he's into the second. Wave down to the 35-yard line. Brandon Williams had to slow him down, but he got 19.
Well, this is power blocking. They put the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle, in the backfield. He was the lead blocker on the edge. Got the block on Donovan Wilson. And again, they are running in between the tackles. They're not trying to go outside. They are attacking the heart of the A&M defense with their running game.
We're seeing a little bit of the reason why Riley Williams had over 2,800 rushing yards last year as a high school senior to lead the state of Texas in that capacity. 19-yard pickup on that last one. First down at the 35. They fake it to him. Allen steps up, throws, and caught. Drew Morgan. Morgan down the sideline. A bad landing out of bounds, but he's got it first and goal.
Well, this is excellent protection off the play action. And watch on the crossing route, the safety, Justin Evans, is going to go for the football and miss. And Morgan able to keep his concentration and turn it into a bigger game.
He comes out again. It was a bad landing as Armani Watts brought him down to the 4-yard line. That's where it's first and goal. And now you usually think that number 3 is going to get it. And those big 328-pounders up front will try to move A&M off their mark. Collins spins again, heading to the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, that was a good surge off the line, but that was mostly just talent by Alex Collins. Gets a hug from his head coach. So does the freshman Williams, who was a big part of that drive. Headland, I should say, trying to give the Razorbacks the lead back. And does. 77 yards in 7 plays. The last 4. The All-SEC running back spins and heads to the corner of the end zone. 14-13 Arkansas. DirecTV takes you inside the drive for Arkansas.
2 passes, 5 runs. This last one a thing of beauty. A&M's going to have 2 guys with their quickness get into the backfield. And Alex Collins just instinctively, as a great runner does, knows when to spin. Spins away from the freshman Dalen Mack and turns it into a touchdown. It looked for sure like it was going to be a tackle in the backfield. Instead, it's a touchdown for the Razorbacks.
Twice in the red zone, 2 touchdowns. And in fact, the first time in 3 weeks they have scored a second-half touchdown. Christian Kirk on the kick return. And Kirk again to the edge.
Boy, he's scary.
Surely is
He
out
is
to the 44-yard
with the
line.
ball in his hands. And it's just one of those hold your breath guys. Every time he touches it, he has that ability to make an electric play.
So a 40-yard return. Great field position for A&M to start this march at the 44-yard line.
Christian Kirk, we knew he'd be a big part of the offense, maybe even bigger tonight. Speedy Noyle has not played at all. One of their normal starting wide receivers. Their backup running back, James White, not able to play. And so Christian Kirk has had to have more involvement in different ways as is not just being a wide receiver.
He's going to go in motion here on first down. They give it to him again on that little forward flip, and this time the Razorbacks do a nice job to contain him, only 2 yards.
So important with a guy like that. You have to maintain leverage, which means you have to keep your outside shoulder position and try to force him back inside where there's help. That time, excellent discipline by the Arkansas defense.
This time he's again in the slot to the left side. Play action for Allen. Got away from the rush again. He's going to throw on the run. And is it caught?
No, it bounced on the
incomplete.
ground. Well, I think Kyle Allen maybe should have run this one. That's a hard throw to make. I mean, he is running for his life, full speed, trying to kind of throw back across his body a little bit. Dietrich Wise was the guy pursuing him.
Tell you what, it would have been a good catch,
Yeah.
but that was catchable by Damian Ratley. Third and long.
Texas A&M only 1 for 6 on third down. Arkansas playing much better on third down than they did a week ago against Texas Tech.
Allen, deep sideline, caught out of bounds by Reynolds.
DJ Dean in coverage did a nice job knowing where the sideline was. It was a beautiful catch by Josh Reynolds, but he was out of bounds. DJ Dean, he got away with a little push there towards the end, but the ball thrown out of bounds for Reynolds.
Little Odell Beckham Jr. on that thing.
Yeah.
Gee.
Wow.
So a punting situation for Drew Kaiser. And even though Arkansas bent a little bit because of the long kickoff return, they force a punt. Nice kick. Gonna let it go. And it's going to be down. No, it got away at about the 2-yard line. Looked like they had that one all wrapped up by Armani Watts. And as footballs very often do, it took a funny hop. Armani Watts is just sitting here at the 2-yard line going, I got this measured. I got this. I got this.
Catch it now.
I ain't got this.
Yeah, he got that one good bounce, and he didn't make the catch, and then he got a bad one.
Coming up on Monday Night Football, should be a good one. Reigning league MVP Aaron Rodgers and the Packers home to the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't miss the Chiefs and the Packers Monday, 8:15 Eastern on ESPN. So Arkansas has got it back at its own 20-yard line. They faked the stretch play on the bootleg, got a man open, and here comes the tight end finally. And it's a first down for Hunter Henry.
Again, the ability to run the football for Arkansas tonight, 132 yards rushing. You throw bootleg and play action on first down, and Texas A&M has to respect it. Dan Enos doing a very nice job mixing the run and pass tonight and trusting his quarterback. Actually,
Hunter's knee went down about a foot shy of the first down, so it's second down and 1. Arkansas, nice balance, 132, 182 for their 314 total yards so far. Collins on second and short, blasts his way out across the 35 to the 37.
Talked about Dan Enos, offensive coordinator. His two past places and employers clashed today. Michigan State played Central Michigan. Of course, the Spartans won to stay undefeated. Late quarterback at Michigan State, was a head coach at Central Michigan the last 5 years.
I was kidding with him at the meeting last night. I said, did your last college game, the Sun Bowl, as Michigan State beat USC 17-16. He said, yeah, it wasn't the story. Todd Marinovich yelling at his coach on the sideline for USC was pretty much what everybody talks about. Collins stutter steps in the hole. Nice run. That first down run carries into the 42. We check in with that now.
All right, Brad, thank you very much. PNC Saturday Insight takes us to Tucson. Currently on ABC, the Bruins are all over the Wildcats. Josh Rosen to Jordan Payton for the touchdown. Currently UCLA is up 28-7. Rosen's got 2 scores. Brad?
Here it's 14-13. Arkansas leading the number 14 team in the country. 72nd meeting between these two rivals that go back to the Southwest Conference. And this the SEC opener for both. Quick throw. That might be a lateral. I'd cover that ball if I was you, JoJo. Nope, I'm going to say incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Again, one of the few bad throws that Brandon Allen's made. Again, that's that read where it's just him and the receiver. It's a run play call. The line's blocking run. And
Isn't that a hard throw to make, though, when you're throwing it backwards?
Yeah, a little bit. Keep an eye on Sebastian Tretola, number 73, the left guard, got up a little bit shaky on that play. Going to have to pass protect here on this 3rd down.
Now the A&M fans are lighting up the place, hoping for a stop on 3rd and 5. Here comes pressure on the blitz. Wide open. Drew Morgan again. Morgan on the cutback. Spins his way inside the 20. What a run after catch.
Well, his man tripped and stumbled. It was man coverage because A&M coming with the blitz. Here he is right here as he runs a crossing route. Watch his man trip and stumble. And that enabled Morgan to get separation. There's the stumble by Donovan Wilson. Check that, not Donovan Wilson. That was Nick Harvey, number 8, that was in coverage. Stumbled. And this guy continues to make big plays in the passing game for the Arkansas offense.
They've thrown it his way 8 times. He's caught all of them. The last one got him to the 20-yard line. Williams, the tailback. Here he goes. The freshman trying to get to the end zone and got to the 6.
And this is an offensive line and a blocking scheme that right now is just punching A&M in the stomach. Watch the fullback right here, Kendrick Jackson, number 44, lead this play. He's just sizing up the linebacker right into the chest and a big hole to run behind for Raleigh Williams.
What a way to end the corner. Both teams' fans holding up 4 fingers. We're going to find out in 15 who's going to have 1 finger in the air at the end. 14-13, end of 3, Hogs in front. You're watching the SEC on ESPN, and you're watching a good one. It's also the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive game of the week. We knew that, but we didn't know it was going to be this good. Arkansas's got the lead. They're looking to add to it right here with a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And again, one of their problems this season before this game has been their effectiveness in the red zone. They're dominating time of possession like they want. They've got the edge in plays and yards, but they've got to score touchdowns when they get in this part of the field.
If they do score a touchdown in this 4th quarter, it'll be the matching their point total from the previous games. Brandon Allen took a big hit.
Actually, Allen didn't get the worst of that. The 2 guys that came converging on him hit each other, and I think Sean Washington may have gotten the worst of it.
He's still down.
Brandon Allen didn't like what he saw to throw the ball. They got Deshaun Hall to chase the play. That's why he got outside the pocket.
Oof.
Donovan Wilson got a piece of it, but again, Washington, I think, got the worst of that collision.
Can't say that Brandon Allen doesn't have the guts to run. Remember a couple of years ago on a run very similar, he got in the end zone, but he had a funny landing and it hurt his shoulder and missed quite a bit of time because of it. We'll check on Sean Washington when we come back. Timeout. Sean Washington went off under his own power. Meanwhile, Arkansas has got a 2nd and goal at the 3, and they've got the freshman tailback Riley Williams in there. If he scores, it would do wonders for Brett Bielema's recruiting in the Dallas area. Alex Collins not in there.
Again, this guy Mack right in the middle, very quick. He got penetration on the last goal line play, just didn't make the tackle.
Brandon Allen directing traffic. Williams straight ahead, touchdown. The first of what may be many for Williams for the Razorbacks.
This is just power football. Arkansas running between the tackles the whole night. Short splits, big bodies, and a good push, and then a hard running back behind him. This is vintage Arkansas running football. The biggest thing in this second half, Brad, 0 penalties for Arkansas. 26 runs, 22 passes, no turnovers, and no penalties.
Hedlund in for the point after. Up and good. 80-yard drive and 8 plays. This was the 8th play.
Well, again, you just got big, huge bodies right in here leading the way. These guys are just cutting off, and you got a big back running behind them. The tight ends do cutoffs, and you just run right on the backside of your guard and your center and power it into the end zone. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Just go hard in between the tackles. And this big offensive line that Holly reported is starting to have their way a little bit. Again, they stay on the field this long. It takes steam out of the A&M defense.
The freshman tailback grew up and played about 20 minutes down the road. He's got his first Arkansas touchdown. I kind of kiddingly said it might help recruiting. Holly's got more on that.
Well, that's right, because this is actually an Arkansas home game. They're allowed to have recruits here on the sideline. The coaches hit all the high schools hard yesterday. 26 high schools were visited by this Arkansas assistant coaching staff. They want to have a big presence here in Texas. They already have 18 players on the roster from the state. With players like that, Raleigh Williams from just down the street making a touchdown like that, you've got to think that helps here in the state of Texas.
No doubt. It's still a 1-possession game, but now an 8-point difference. Look out for that guy.
Yeah, I'd kick it somewhere away from him.
So would I. Sailing would like to sail one out of the back of the end zone, keep it out of his hands altogether. Unfortunately, he didn't do that. And this time they bottle him up, though, at the 15. Better job. Bring it down, Christian Kirk. Time for tonight's Aflac trivia question. Which coach won the most consecutive games in this rivalry? Again, this is a 72nd renewal between these two teams.
You know, one of the things that right now that Kevin Sumlin, Jake Spavital, they have to kind of talk to their quarterback and their team as we see Kyler Murray coming back on. Even though it's just a 1-possession game, it feels worse for A&M because they've only run 32 offensive plays. This is an offense that's used to getting between 80 and 90 plays a game, but the ball possession of Arkansas limits their opportunities, but they're still only 1 score down. So there's no reason to feel any panic right now at the start of the 4th quarter.
You saw that stat when they have less than 14 points in the 4th quarter. They haven't won a game under Kevin Sumlin. They got 13 right now. And plenty of time to work with. And here comes Kyler Murray. Slides wisely at the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a hair quick taking off on that quarterback draw. Sometimes when you run a quarterback draw, you want to let the rush come up the field a little bit. Not that I would know. I didn't run very many quarterback draws like this guy. I just have seen good ones do it.
He's in an empty backfield again, so it looks like run all the way. They're not letting him pass. This time fakes it to Kirk and then gets drilled. Jeremiah Ledbetter's had a good game off that defensive right end spot.
Well, that was good defense on 2 consecutive plays defending Kyler Murray. We've seen him get outside the Arkansas defense, but they smothered him on those 2. And now Kyle Allen back in the game with a difficult 3rd down passing situation.
3rd down and 9. And now the Hog faithful are lighting up the place. Allen, middle screen. Carson, convoy in front. He's got the 1st down all the way out to the 30-yard line. Good looking play.
Nice job by Jeremiah Stuckey, number 73, the left guard, getting out front. Also the center, Matthews, very athletic. Mike Matthews leading that play.
Allen play action on 1st down. Throws it out to Carson, his safety valve. Nice move by Carson. Another 1st down, I think, but there's a flag down. Jermaine Ifedi is kind of looking as if to say, I didn't hold him. We'll see if Hubert Owens agrees. I doubt that.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, okay.
Now we're going to see this again, and I don't see it. They're going to call it on Mitch Lavin. Watch. This ball is barely thrown when the tackle's made. I don't understand how that's roughing the passer. He doesn't know the ball's been thrown.
Bill LeMonnier is up here in the booth with us.
I think the center judge thought that he went low on the quarterback, but it looked like he was in a wrap-up tackle, which would not be a foul for a low hit on the QB. I don't think the hit was a foul.
Well, penalties have hurt Arkansas, and Texas A&M taking advantage of it. Good field position.
Looked like it was going to be a sack. Instead, it's a 1st down at the 44. Brandon Williams is in the backfield right now. They fake it to him. Allen going to go long. Man out there. Just overshot. Edward Pope.
Edward Pope, another one of these tall receivers, 6'4", 170 pounds. Carthage, Texas. Jared Collins, only 5'11" in coverage, but that ball slightly overthrown by Kyle Allen.
So 2nd down and 10. Arkansas last season had what looked like an insurmountable lead and ended up going to overtime.
There's the matchup right there. Kirk working against Tolliver.
Blitz. Allen looked like the ball got batted a little bit, but he still got it out to Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds has had a catch in every game he's played in. A lot of people didn't even know he was going to be a football player. As a matter of fact, was lightly recruited, and that's an understatement. Trey Carson goes out as an extra wide receiver, empty backfield on 3rd down and 3.
Arkansas
this was Kyler Murray. It'd be a quarterback draw, but it's Kyle Allen that's in there.
They're going to have to call timeout. See, again, the formation has Arkansas a little mixed up because Carson was out as a wide receiver, and they had 3 wide receivers to the wide side of the field at the bottom.
So timeout with 11.5 to play in the 4th quarter.
ESPN College Football is presented by Hilton.com, where you can book unbeatable prices on 12 unbeatable hotel brands, and in part by AARP, real possibilities.
Plenty of time left in this 4th quarter, but this is a pretty vital 3rd down for the Aggies. 2 of 8 on 3rd down, and they need 3.
Coming into the game, Arkansas last in the SEC on 3rd down, giving up over 50%. Much better tonight.
Allen is going to go down. Great pressure by the Razorbacks up front. Tevin Beanham led the way.
It was only a 4-man rush, but they made a little stunt move. Watch the quickness at the line of scrimmage. The stunt occupied 2 blockers on the inside for A&M, and they're able to get to the quarterback with Beanham getting the sack.
So it forces a Kaiser punt. DJ Dean back inside his own 10. End over end kick, looking for a backward bounce.
Catch the first bounce.
Oh, they caught it anyway around the 5-yard line. 21-13 here. Let's check in with Adnan, see what else is going on.
All right, Brad, how about Utah and Oregon? Vernon Adams turning some heads right now. First quarter action to Royce Freeman. Freeman has 25 touchdowns in 19 career games, and so it's 6-all right now, early second. Brad, back to you.
Thank you, sir. 6-yard line is where the Razorbacks will have to start with an 8-point lead. ESPN College Football continues when we're done. Number 19 USC trying to get back on track. They'll take on Arizona State. 10:30 right here on ESPN. So not a good spot to start with your tailback Alex Collins standing in his own end zone. They bunch their receivers, 3 of them in tight on the left side. It's a run all the way, and Collins pops it outside, and Alex Collins 12 yards and a first down.
Well, they got a nice block by the tight end, Hunter Henry, on Myles Garrett. Watch the tight end block Myles Garrett right there. They tied him up, and he was the guy who had the edge for the defense. He got blocked inside, and Collins able to pop it out for a first down run.
Well, Brett Bielema told us yesterday that the tight ends were going to be a big part of the offense in trying to slow down Myles Garrett and Deshaun Hall, and they've done a nice job of it tonight because those 2 sack masters have not been a huge factor. The guy that's down is Armani Watts in the secondary. We'll take a timeout with the injury with just under 10.5 to play. Watts was helped to the Texas A&M sideline. He was the guy that made the tackle on Alex Collins. Donovan Wilson takes his spot in that secondary as Collins got a first down at the 17-yard line. Just under 10.5 to go. 8-point lead. Armani trying to walk it off over there on the sideline. Looks like he might be okay to return.
Arkansas needs a negative yardage play. You know, they just have not, in the second half, been able to slow Arkansas down, and Arkansas hasn't slowed themselves down with penalties like they did in the first half. You have to knock this offense off schedule a little bit and put them behind the chains with a negative play.
Alex Collins is 1 carry, barring negative yardage, away from another 100-yard game against the Aggies. He's behind Brandon Allen. The tight end sprinkle on the move. Draw play. Collins, there's the yard and a couple more, and he's over 100 for the 3rd straight year against Texas A&M.
Just good patience by Alex Collins. He sits in there, he waits in the hole, and when he sees a little crease, he bounces it out. They're not running anything outside the tackles by design, but that's a play that just bounced out because of the opening.
There's the numbers over 3 years against Texas A&M for Alex, the junior out of Fort Lauderdale. Good running back. There's a ton of them in this conference. He'll try it again. Going to have a first down, I think.
See, this is exactly what Brett Bielema and Dan Enos want right now. Let's just keep running, stay ahead of the chains, and run the clock, and put a little bit of sense of panic on the sidelines with A&M, knowing they're not going to get many more possessions. Deshaun Hall trying to rip the ball out. Alex Collins doing a nice job of protecting it.
Remember, he fumbled late in the game last week.
Yep, that's right.
Didn't help the cause in the loss to Texas Tech. He's held on to it tonight. He did not get the first down. It's third down at about a length of the football. Look at the time of possession. That is vintage Arkansas, or vintage Brett Bielema. And Collins, this time he's got it. Keeps the legs driving out to the 32-yard line.
And see, time of possession doesn't matter to an offense like Texas A&M, but when you know you only get a certain number of times and you're not converting on third down and you're punting more than you're used to, it wears on you a little bit.
Well, and they're sitting there right now going, man, there's only 8 minutes left, and Arkansas's got another first down.
Arkansas sitting at 411 total yards in the game and great run pass balance. Bet this is a pass here.
They fake the stretch play, and on the bootleg, Allen will keep it, and he's going to slide down for a loss, and that's a late hit.
Yeah, sure was. Zakovian Henderson chasing the play from the backside. Not a very smart penalty there.
So that'll be a free 15 and a first down.
And that was almost a negative yardage play. It was a 0 yardage gain play for the A&M defense.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 92. Correction, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 92. 15 yards added to the end of the run. First down.
So the penalties bite the Aggies, much like it did to Arkansas in the first half.
Unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
I mean, look at Henderson. He's hustling. I mean, he is really hustling on the play. He's just got to run past this. Brandon Allen's down. He's defenseless. And this, you know, penalties sometimes negate hustle, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
So they're still walking it off to get it right here on where the first down marker is.
I mentioned this earlier. One of the things that Brandon Allen does, and they count on him doing in his 29th career start, is not just be good with the football throwing, and he's been exceptional tonight. 19 of 22. He knows when to scramble, when to keep it, and when to throw it away. And then he does a lot of checks at the line of scrimmage in their run game to get them in the right place. They've had very few run plays that have been caught for negative yardage because they ran into the wrong defense.
I'm thinking number 3 gets it here. And a good gain again. Close to 5.
See, this is a helpless feeling right now for the A&M defense. John Chavis up in the box. I mean, they just can't slow them down enough, and they haven't gotten a negative yardage play. It's kind of a torturous situation right now because they're giving up 4 or 5 yards every time Arkansas runs the football.
So Williams takes a breather. Rather, Collins takes a breather, and Williams comes in to the Razorback backfield. Whoa. Quickly off the ball is Mack again. I think he was offside again, wasn't he, Todd?
Yeah, I think so. Second time. You know, and he's just trying to anticipate. He's right next to the football.
Defense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Well, this is going to put him in a nice spot. Second down and about a yard. I give him credit for wanting to be quick off the ball. The center, Smothers, has his hands out like, wait a minute. You got to let me snap it. So there's how far they have to go on second down to continue to move the chains. And the clock is going to be under 6 minutes on this next snap. Williams first down.
Right now, what you need to tell Raleigh Williams as a young back, they're going to try to strip the ball.
Yeah.
They're desperate right now on defense because they haven't stopped us. You must protect the football. Get what you can get, and then go to the ground safely with the ball.
So another first down at the 41. Kyle Allen can only look on. If they don't get his hands back on the football, there's nothing they can do about it. And remember, even a field goal out of this drive for Arkansas might seal the deal.
2 scores. working that play clock all the way down to 2 seconds before the ball snapped.
Williams brought down immediately by Sean Washington, and we check in with Adnan again.
All right, Brad, thank you. Once again, updating you on Utah and Oregon from Eugene. This is Travis Wilson to Britton Covey. Look how wide open he is. A real breakdown the coverage for the Ducks. That's a 26-yard score. And the Utes, what is a Ute? Up by 7 right now. Brad, back to you.
They might be the real deal. They're always a pretty solid football team, but they went in, I think, ranked 16th. Jason Collins is back in. He's got 31 yards on 5 carries on this drive.
Big play right here for A&M. If they can get another stop on 2nd down, then they have the advantage to rush the passer on 3rd.
They fake the draw to Collins. Allen scanning the field. He's going to take off with it, stretch out, get across the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Good coverage. It was only a 3-man route for Arkansas. They were trying to get the tight end, Hunter Henry, down the middle of the field. It was well defended. And right now, A&M with a nice situation on 3rd and long.
I was going to say, this is an interesting spot because the Razorbacks really haven't had to throw on this drive, and it certainly looks like they're going to have to here. Timeout with 4:28 to go. Arkansas up 8. Earlier we asked you the Aflac trivia question: which coach won the most consecutive games in this rivalry? We sort of gave it away in the first quarter as we showed him up in the skybox. Frank Broyles, 58-66, went 9 straight. Coach Broyles part coaching the head coach in the '64 team that won the national championship.
Wonder what he'd call right here. Brandon Allen has been outstanding, 19 of 22. 3rd and 10. You got to account for Deshaun Hall and Myles Garrett rushing the passer, leading the nation in quarterback sacks. And your go-to guy has been Drew Morgan. He's right here, 8 catches for 155 yards in the ball game so far.
10th play of the drive that's taken over 6 minutes off this 4th quarter clock. Extra man on the rush. Allen in the pocket, scrambling around. He'll try to run for it. Not going to get there, but he got to the 35-yard line.
Now, this is a team that can rush the passer. When they get you in definite pass situations, John Chavis is going to build his team for speed. He says we're going to defend the run with numbers and rush the passer with speed. And when they get you 3rd and 10, that's right in their wheelhouse.
A&M takes a timeout with 4:19 remaining. Watching ESPN College Football Primetime presented by Hilton. The Arkansas kicker Cole Headland was out there swinging his leg as if they were going to try a long field goal. But yesterday, Brett Bielema told us he's had trouble from the left hash, and this would be by far the longest one he's ever kicked. So I think they're going for it on 4th.
Well, and I think this is the right move. Your quarterback's been hot. He's been a great decision maker all night, and you're up 8. So even if you don't convert here, A&M not only has to score a touchdown, they have to convert a 2-point play in order to force overtime. So I think this is the right move, trying to convert here on 4th down.
If Arkansas gets this, it's probably lights out for Texas A&M. 4th and 3. Kirkland jumped on the left side, and let's see if that changes the plan.
False start.
Yeah, I think it definitely changes it now.
5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Now you're looking for a pooch punt. Kirkland thought he was drawn off. There was movement. There was a movement towards the line of scrimmage by Armani Watts, number 23. But the penalty went against Arkansas, and I think the first penalty of the 2nd half against the Razorbacks.
You just got to hold your ground in a case like that. Feel bad for the kid, but that's the last thing they needed. Toby Baker, let's see what he does with a punt. A wobbler end over end, fielded at the 15-yard line by Christian Kirk. So the Aggies are 85 yards away from trying to tie this up with 4:11 to go. Don't forget, you can start your Sunday. The NFL Insiders team, all the latest headlines and news. Then the countdown crew goes inside the storylines for you. The new NFL Sunday morning with NFL Insiders and Sunday NFL Countdown tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock on ESPN. Well, there'll be pro football in this facility tomorrow at 1 o'clock too. The Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Our friends from Fox, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Aaron Andrews will take over this booth as soon as we clear it out. They'll change the end zone paint And Jerry will watch his other team, the Cowboys, tomorrow. But right now, A&M trying to tie things up. Throw complete to Kirk. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 9, maybe 10. I don't think he got 10 yards before he stepped out.
It's only the 40th offensive play for Texas A&M. Again, this Arkansas ground control offense just limits your opportunities, but still plenty of time, and only a one-score game for Kyle Allen right now.
Keep in mind, only one timeout for the Aggies as well. Allen middle screen, a little bit high, but Carson drags it down, hurdles a couple of guys, and gets out for a first down at the 30.
Time Arkansas read the screen a little bit better, but still excellent execution by Carson and the line in front of him. They've run the screen effectively tonight.
Remember last year this game went to overtime. If the Aggies can get a score on a 2-point, Allen empty backfield. Gonna go deep. Got a man out there and he's got him. Josh Reynolds. Reynolds out inside the 10.
I thought Arkansas was going to have to call a timeout because they looked confused. Again, the linebacker, the freshman, Greenlaw, he's confused. He's guarding a wide receiver. He says, I'm a linebacker. I shouldn't be on this guy. And Kyle Allen found the matchup and went for it. They took the running back, Carson, and they put him outside of the receiver, Reynolds, and created a matchup on a freshman linebacker and hit the big play.
63-yard pickup, first and goal at the 7-yard line. Allen gonna go to the corner, got him. Nope, out of bounds.
But a flag down.
Went right back to Reynolds by the pylon.
Yeah, he's a guy that knows how to make touchdowns. I mean, he had 13 last year, set a school record, had 2 a week ago. Great body control at 6'4". A good guy to throw to when you're down in that part of the field.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2. The foul occurred in the end zone by rule. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
First and goal at the 2 now.
This is a tough ask for any cornerback. The reason it's a foul is because Dean never made a play on the ball. Never turned to find it or make a play on the ball. And that's an easy call to make.
You don't see a lot of 2 tight end sets for Texas A&M, but they got a couple in there right now. At the 2-yard line, first down. Trey Carson in the backfield. They fake it to him. Allen's in trouble. Throws to the corner, broken up. Broken up by Santos Ramirez.
Well, I think they thought they were going to fool Arkansas's defense and be able to throw to the backside for a touchdown to Reynolds. It was well defended, and pressure forced Kyle Allen to throw the ball out of the end zone.
Second down and goal. We're under 3 minutes. Here's the handoff on a counter, and Carson's going to roll it in there. Touchdown. A big 2-point conversion coming up.
Nice block by Joseph Cheek, the right guard. And Caden Smith, the fullback. Little counter play at the goal line. Joseph Cheek's dad, Lewis, was an offensive tackle for the Aggies. And now the 2-point play.
In what's been a very entertaining game, this play might determine who wins, who loses, or if we go to overtime. Quick throw to the corner, the fade, he's got him. 2 points, Reynolds. Good pitch and catch right there, Todd.
Boy, that was beautiful execution on the 2-point play. Arkansas expecting a crossing route. Excellent execution. Watch this now. They're thinking this is going to be a crossing route. Instead, It was a fake in and the fade. Kirk came back in, and it fooled Arkansas's defense. They're expecting these two outside receivers to cross. They faked it and then threw it to the corner, and there was separation. Beautiful execution on the two-point play. You work on your two-point play. You maybe have more than one in case you need them. And you work on them every day, and that was perfectly executed.
Each team with one timeout remaining. 2:50 on the fourth quarter clock. And Bertolet will tee it up. JoJo Robinson and Damon Mitchell stand back waiting for the Razorbacks. What a way to open up SEC play, huh? Robinson brings it out. JoJo thought he had a seam, but they bring him down right at the 20. As we take a look at tonight's Good Hands play brought to you by Allstate, we don't have to go very far back.
Yeah, it's worth taking another look again. Watch Reynolds fake like he's going to cross in, and DJ Dean just got frozen for a half a step, and then Kyle Allen put it out there exactly where he needed to the back corner of the end zone. They ran it in for the touchdown. They threw it for the 2-point. And now we're tied.
Let's check in with Holly.
A big thank you to the track and field coach for Texas A&M, Pat Henry, because Josh Reynolds wasn't recruited by anybody. He saw some high school track tape of him and told Kevin Sumlin, I don't know if this kid can catch, but if he can, you need to have him on the football team. He ran the 310-meter hurdles, the 110 hurdles, long jump, everything. I'd say he can catch, guys.
He hurdled everybody on that drive. Tie game. First down at the 20. Draw play. Alex Collins. Collins heading to the left side. Got a block. Got the corner. Got about 13. Went down hard over there on the sideline as he, I think, ran over an A&M coach.
See, again, these are not plays designed to go outside the tackles, but when Texas A&M loses leverage on the defense, and again, I think it was Myles Garrett went up the field, just took himself out of the play, and they ran right inside that upfield rush and got to the outside.
16-yard gain for Alex. He's well over 100 for his third straight year against this Aggie defense. And here he comes again. Again, he cuts it outside on his own. To the edge, close to the first down. 9 more yards for Collins.
See, Texas A&M is continuing to rush up the field. And Arkansas is just saying, okay, Myles Garrett, if you want to rush up the field, we're going to run the ball right inside you because you're leaving a big crease. We're not throwing right now. We're running.
And they've run it out to the 46-yard line with under 2 to go. Collins again trying to find his way, and I think he did for the first down. He didn't get much, but he backed his way to the first down marker. Still unpiling bodies down there. The offensive line's getting a little tired. I would imagine they would be. And that's Collins that's down, and that's why there's a hush in the crowd here. And if he's going to have to come out for at least one play, regardless of how he feels, and that's going to put the pressure on Williams, the freshman, again. Boy, if you're a Razorback fan, you got to just pray that this is nothing serious. Edlin again on the sideline, warming up in case he gets a shot at a field goal. Let's take another look at that. He had a tough run and he started to backpedal.
He just kind of got bent over a little bit at the end of the play.
That's a lot of pounds on you when your body's not supposed to go that way.
Well, he's 25 carries now in the ball game, 145 yards.
Remember, they lost Jonathan Williams, their other 1,000-yard back, in the preseason and camp. And that's a good sign. Alex is up, trotting off. But again, that puts some serious pressure on number 22.
And the biggest thing that Raleigh Williams needs to think about right here is take care of the football. Make sure you protect the football. Be careful fighting for extra yardage, because worst case scenario right now is we're taking this game to overtime just like last year.
They've got Sprinkle, the tight end, as the fullback here. Williams, the second man through. He's going to lose a yard. The clock winding. Minute 34 and running.
Little twist on the inside. The two defensive tackles ran a little stunt and caused a little confusion for this offensive line on that play. Big play on first down.
Drew Morgan, who's been the #1 guy, is the receiver to the right side. If Allen throws, play fake, he's pressured. The ball is down, and it's covered, I think, by A&M. It is.
One of the few times tonight that Myles Garrett has had a one-on-one pass rush against the tackle. He blew by Denver Kirkland, got to the quarterback, and knocked the ball out.
And A.J. Hilliard's the guy that recovered it.
And as beautifully as Brandon Allen has played tonight, he can't lose that football.
You just said a minute ago, worst case scenario, we're going to overtime. That's
right.
not the worst case right now. They might lose it in regulation with 64 seconds left.
Texas A&M has one timeout. Here's that formation again with Carson, a running back out here. They try to draw a cornerback on him and put a linebacker on the inside receiver.
Kyle Allen, who threw a touchdown pass and a two-point conversion, with a chance here. He's got to backpedal and scramble. Throws. I think he's out of bounds. Wait a minute. No, he's bobbling
He was bobbling it.
That was Ricky Seals-Jones. And a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 55. 15 yards, automatic first down.
Ledbetter with the hit on the quarterback. So the penalties that killed him in the first half, that's a big one right there. And now Razorbacks trying to hustle out some different defensive personnel. First down at the 27. 56 seconds remaining in regulation. Carson in the backfield. Caden Smith is his lead blocker. Carson spinning to the 24.
Trying to center the football right now, it looks like.
Bertolet warming up. 2013, he was very effective. Last year, he was just their kickoff guy. But as a freshman, he had 3 kicks of over 50 yards. So he's got the leg if he has the aim, if he gets the chance.
Kevin Sumlin's got the one timeout. They'll probably run one more play, keep the ball in the center of the field, and use the timeout.
They snap it at 15. Carson gets near the 20.
Take it down to about 4 seconds.
And timeout. So now the whole ball game
Third charge timeout.
is on the leg of Taylor Bertolet. Again, the reason they have a chance to win it was this play right here.
Myles Garrett had been fairly quiet. They'd run the ball at him, but in that passing situation, he did his thing. He had 3.5 sacks last week, 2 in the fourth quarter that sealed the game. This one gives his team a chance to win it at the end of regulation.
I mentioned his career-long 54 this year. Coming into this game was 4 for 4, but the longest he's kicked this season was 37. This one's going to be about 38.
Again, Arkansas has gotten really good push on the inside with JaMychal Winston, number 6, and Dan Skipper, number 70, pushing right over the center.
A miss, and we go to overtime. If he hits this, it's another thrilling win and a 4-0 September for Texas A&M. Taylor Bertolet. And now timeout taken by Arkansas.
Third charge timeout of the second half, Arkansas.
Again, a year ago, looked like it was going to be a win. It ended up being a loss in overtime. Just a couple of minutes ago, it looked like it would be no worse than going to overtime until that costly turnover we just showed you. Razorbacks come back out after coming over to have a word with the coaches. Bertolet just standing by himself that whole timeout. Senior grad student out of Reading, Pennsylvania, to win the game for Texas A&M from 38. And he missed it. Wide right. We play overtime. By that much. Kevin Sumlin thought for sure, but no. Brett Bielema said yes.
Wow.
Well, for the second time in a month, we're playing overtime, our group.
And the second time in 2 seasons, these two teams are playing overtime in this stadium.
So many people spend so much time looking at this gigantic replay board at AT&T Stadium, and you saw them all looking up there to watch that one sail wide right.
And nobody in this building happier with that miss than Brandon Allen. A chance. He's had a beautiful game. 2 mistakes, an interception and a costly fumble that almost cost his team. Now he gets a chance to lead them to a possible victory in overtime.
Let's flash you back one more time to 2014. Couple of long touchdown passes in the fourth quarter to force overtime. Kenny Hill to Malcolm Kennedy, 25-yard score on the first play of overtime. And then it was Julian Obioha making the game-saving tackle. The defensive stop, and 35-28 was the final in OT.
Overtime. We're going to have one coin toss. The winner of the coin toss will choose offense, defense, or the end of the field that they want to play on. Okay? Each team will have one timeout, and each team still has one challenge left. Got it? We're going to flip the same coin. SEC logo is heads. The SEC member institution schools, pinwheel is tails. Texas A&M, you're the visiting team. I want you to call it. Tails. He's calling tails. It's heads.
Play defense.
You want to play defense. What end for you want to play on? Play on that end. Okay, turn your back. Arkansas won the toss. They elect to play defense. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line from that end zone.
Brandon Allen couldn't wait to get the words defense out of his mouth when that coin was flipped, because they want to see what Texas A&M can do offensively. Then they know what they need if they score. Just saw a coin toss for the choice of offense or defense. One possession from the 25-yard line until the winner's decided. No game clock, play clock only, and you got to go for 2 on the 3rd overtime, which is what we thought we were going to have between Oklahoma and Tennessee, but we didn't quite get that far a couple of weeks ago. All right, let's keep on going.
Well, if you're A&M on offense first, your quarterback Kyle Allen has had a very solid game himself. 20 of 27, 338 yards, good decisions. And the guys that have been the big playmakers for him, Christian Kirk early, and here down the stretch, Josh Reynolds, 3 and 11, his go-to guys.
There's the numbers Todd was talking about. So first down at the 25.
The other thing that I think if you're Arkansas, you can't go to sleep on is him running the football. He ran it 10 times for 55 yards last week. He can be effective in the red zone running it.
First snap of overtime is Trey Carson's. And Trey close to 5. Lavin made the tackle. We get word from the Arkansas sideline from Holly that it looks like Alex Collins is okay. So when they're back on offense, we expect him to be out there. Second down and 5 at the 20. Allen going to go for all of it right here. Got it. Kirk, touchdown. '20-yard strike. And again, it's number 3 that strikes.
They're working on Henry Tolliver. Tolliver never knew the football was coming. Kirk froze him and beat him right off the ball. Got separation and a beautiful throw by Kyle Allen.
What an amazing playmaker for the freshman, or a guy of any age for that matter. Bertolet, who just missed the field goal that would have won it in regulation with the extra point. Snap was low. They got the hold down, and the kick is good.
Kirk was lined up in the slot. He's right here. He's just going to run a little fade, and he gets separation. Right now, he's beat. He's beat Tolliver. The safety's late getting over, and a perfect throw by Kyle Allen. Right past the ear of the defender and away to the outside shoulder from the safety. Beautiful throw and catch.
Ledge, if this kid keeps this up, he might be an All-American as a freshman.
My goodness, he's special. Just has maturity beyond his years. You know, you just even watch his body language, the way he goes about his business. When we talk to the coaches, they said he takes notes in the meetings. He's very professional in his approach to the game. And he just put his team on front here in overtime.
Razorbacks are 0 for their last 3 extra session games, and now we got a false start on Dan Skipper, and that's not going to help their cause. They'll back it up to the 30-yard line.
False start. Offense, number 7, 5-yard penalty for a first down.
That might change the approach a little bit of giving it to Alex Collins and force a throw.
Well, you know what? Arkansas chose defense. A&M chose which end to go in the field, and they are going into the Texas A&M section here, and that noise, I think, affected Dan Skipper on that first down play.
Almost 100 yards of penalties against Arkansas, not helping the cause. First and 15. Draw play to Collins. Alex got a little seam. He got the penalty yardage and about another yard back.
Boy, that was an 8-man front. Very difficult to run against. But the fullback, Kendrick Jackson, got a key block to allow Alex Collins to make a positive gain out of that. High formation. Watch number 44 come right into your living room, right at the middle linebacker, Hilliard. And Alex Collins runs right off of his block.
Now they got 4 receivers, including Hunter Henry, the tight end, on a slot to the right side on second down and 9. Allen looking left all the way. It goes that way, complete inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, the good news is it's 3rd down and very manageable. So any throw or pass play called here, Brandon Allen doesn't have to hold the ball long and really give those outside rushers a chance to get to him.
And if they do decide to run, they got 2 downs to get it.
That's right. Remember last year in overtime, they were stopped on a 4th down run.
Yeah. Third and 4.
Again.
They fake it to Collins. Allen throwing on the run. Oh, Sprinkle was slipping and couldn't make the grab at his 4th down.
Brandon Allen got a little bit out there in that place of indecision. He wasn't sure. The quick throw wasn't there. And then he was a little bit caught. Should I run it or should I try to throw it? And he short-armed that one to Sprinkle on 3rd down.
The Razorbacks can pick up 4 yards. We'll keep playing. If A&M stops them here, it's ball game. Allen will work from the gun.
Watch the crossing route.
Allen fires. Knocked down. It's over. Tried to get it out to Drew Morgan, but a great defensive play, Todd.
Great play, but maybe a hair late on the throw. Devontae Harris, their top cornerback, read it, broke in front of the ball, and swatted it away. Maybe a hair late and a little bit behind, but Harris made a great play on 4th down.
Texas A&M ends September unbeaten, and Holly's with a winning coach.
Coach, when was the last time you won a ball game like this where you just never got the football, but when you did, made it count?
Well, it's, I don't know that we've been in one like that. Great job by Arkansas. They executed their plan. Our guys kept fighting, you know. I look up, and it's the same thing as last year. We're playing in overtime on the same end. Really the same story. What a heck of a football game, huh?
How crucial is it for you to start your SEC season like this?
Well, you know, every game's crucial, but, you know, I was really proud of how our guys just kept playing. You know, we got to stop when we need to get it, got a timeout, a turnover, you know, to get all that. Taylor's been having a great year to miss that thing and come back. You know, it took a team to win a game like that, and hopefully we'll learn from this and get better next week.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, Holly.
Aggies are 4-0. The Razorbacks are very disappointed, 1-3, but what a thrilling game in overtime. 28-21 is the final. For Todd Blackledge, Holly Rowe, and our entire ESPN crew, Brad Nessler saying so long from Arlington. College football scoreboard with Adnan, and then it's USC Arizona State.